In a striking confrontation that underscores the tensions between two of the world's most influential billionaires, Bill Gates has publicly rebuked Elon Musk, attributing severe consequences to the latter's actions regarding U.S. foreign aid. During a recent appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Gates accused Musk of indirectly contributing to the deaths of the world's poorest children through funding cuts to the United States Agency for International Development (USAID), a sentiment he had previously expressed in an interview with the Financial Times. Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft and a prominent philanthropist, has pledged to donate a significant portion of his wealth, estimated at around $200 billion over the next 2 decades, to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This initiative aims to bolster global health efforts, particularly in combating childhood mortality and diseases such as malaria and HIV. This announcement comes at a particularly sensitive time as the Trump administration has enacted drastic reductions in USAID funding, which has left many health initiatives vulnerable. In his discussion with Colbert, Gates elaborated on the critical role USAID plays in global health, stating, "I've been out in the field with the people who work for USAID and seen the brilliant work they do and how important that is." He lamented the recent cuts, describing them as a decision that put them in the woodchipper, resulting in a significant loss of operational capacity. Gates emphasized the urgency of reversing this trend, warning that the rising child mortality rates could lead to an additional million deaths if not addressed promptly. Musk, known for his ventures in electric vehicles and space exploration, responded defensively to Gates' accusations, labeling him a huge liar in a post on X. This exchange highlights the growing friction between the two tech titans, with Gates framing Musk's influence in the administration as detrimental to essential healthcare programs. During the interview, Colbert pressed Gates on whether he had directly communicated his concerns to Musk, to which Gates quipped about Musk's focus on space exploration, saying he's headed to Mars. Gates expressed optimism about engaging with President Trump, noting that he found the president surprisingly receptive during previous discussions about supporting vaccination efforts against HIV and polio. He indicated that there is still hope for restoring funding and support for vital health initiatives despite the current political landscape. As this public feud gains traction, it raises broader questions about the influence of wealthy individuals on public policy and humanitarian efforts. Gates' position as a philanthropist dedicated to global health contrasts sharply with Musk's more business-oriented approach, which some critics argue overlooks the social implications of his actions. The ongoing dialogue surrounding USAID funding is likely to remain a contentious issue as both billionaires continue to wield significant influence over technology and public welfare. Looking ahead, the implications of this conflict may reverberate throughout both the tech industry and global health policy. As the public debates the responsibilities of billionaires in addressing poverty and health crises, the actions taken by Gates and Musk could shape the future of philanthropy and its intersection with government initiatives. In an era marked by rapid technological advancement and evolving governance, the juxtaposition of historical and contemporary approaches to government efficiency offers a fascinating insight into the dynamics of power and administration. Recent developments, particularly the unprecedented role of Elon Musk in the U.S. government under President Donald Trump, have revived discussions about the efficacy and ethics of governmental reform. As the world's richest man took sweeping actions to reduce federal workforce and streamline operations, historical comparisons emerge, particularly with President William Howard Taft's methodical approach to government efficiency over a century ago. Since assuming office in 2025, President Trump has leaned heavily on Musk to address what he termed waste and fraud within the federal government. Musk's appointment resulted in the dismissal of 121,000 federal employees and the closure of multiple government programs, an action that drew sharp criticism from various quarters. Many Americans voiced their concerns over the implications of empowering an unelected billionaire with such significant authority over federal operations. As noted by Laura Ellen Smith, an assistant professor of history at Arizona State University, Musk's influence is unprecedented, authorized solely by presidential directive rather than congressional oversight. Contrasting Musk's approach with that of Taft illuminates significant differences in governance philosophy. Taft, who took office in 1909, established the Commission on Economy and Efficiency, which sought to identify and rectify inefficiencies within the federal bureaucracy. Unlike the current Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE), which Musk leads through executive order, Taft's commission was funded by Congress and operated with a clear mandate to analyze government functions and recommend long-term changes. The Commission on Economy and Efficiency, headed by Frederick Cleveland, emphasized collaboration with Congress and sought to enhance government operations without resorting to drastic cuts. Taft's administration operated within a framework of mutual respect for federal employees, focusing on streamlining processes rather than dismantling them. Cleveland's academic background and acceptance by Congress positioned him as an advocate for reform rather than an adversary of governmental employees, embodying the progressive era's ethos of employing experts to improve governance. In stark contrast, Musk's slash-and-burn tactics imply a more aggressive and unilateral approach to perceived inefficiencies. While Taft's commission produced 85 reports aimed at reorganizing and clarifying the roles of government employees, Musk's DOGE has been characterized by immediate and sweeping reductions without the same level of analysis or legislative backing. This has raised questions about the sustainability of such measures and their long-term impact on federal operations and employee morale. The implications of Musk's approach extend beyond immediate personnel cuts. Critics argue that the drastic reductions in workforce may compromise the government's ability to meet the increasing demands of a modern society. As Rachel O'Brien, deputy public policy editor at Open the Books, pointed out, while DOGE claimed to have identified $165 billion in wasteful spending, the real challenge lies with Congress to address mandatory spending and entitlement programs, which continue to inflate the federal deficit. The urgency of this issue underscores the importance of a balanced approach to government reform, one that prioritizes efficiency while also ensuring the stability and functionality of federal services. As the nation grapples with these contrasting philosophies, the legacy of Taft's cautious and collaborative approach stands in stark relief against Musk's more controversial methods. The historical context highlights the need for a nuanced understanding of government efficiency, one that not only seeks to cut costs but also values the expertise and contributions of those within the bureaucracy. Looking ahead, the outcomes of these divergent strategies will likely shape the future of governance in the United States, raising critical questions about who holds the reins of power and how effectively they can implement meaningful change. As the political landscape evolves, the lessons of history may prove invaluable in navigating the complexities of modern governance. Tesla Incorporated. Tesla has seen a remarkable resurgence in its stock price this week, fueled by optimism surrounding a recent trade deal between the US and the UK. As of Friday, May 9, 2025, shares surged nearly 7%, reaching $303.75, marking the highest price since February. This upward trajectory positions Tesla on track for its third consecutive week of gains, a welcome turnaround for investors amid broader market fluctuations. The stock's impressive rally comes on the heels of a challenging start to the week, which was marred by disappointing sales figures and registrations in key markets, particularly in Europe and China. Despite these setbacks, the announcement of a trade agreement by President Donald Trump has injected renewed confidence into the market. The positive sentiment from the UK trade deal has certainly lifted Tesla's shares, alongside broader market gains, noted one analyst. The optimism is further bolstered by anticipated talks this weekend between US and Chinese representatives in Switzerland, which could potentially lead to more favorable trade conditions. In the context of these market dynamics, Tesla's stock performance is noteworthy, especially considering it remains down nearly 25% since the beginning of the year. Investors are particularly keen to hear updates on the company's ambitious plans for its self-driving robot Axis. In last month's earnings report, Tesla indicated its intention to begin offering paid rides in Model Y vehicles in Austin, Texas by the end of June. This development is highly anticipated as it could signify a pivotal moment for Tesla's strategy in the autonomous vehicle market. However, The excitement surrounding Tesla is not without its complications. Recent reports indicated that some shareholders were initially misled by a prototype announcement that turned out to be from a competitor. This incident highlights the intense competition Tesla faces as it prepares to launch its own robotaxi services. The market is rife with speculation about how these developments will unfold and what they could mean for Tesla's long-term growth trajectory. As the company gears up for its robotaxi launch, the coming weeks will be critical in shaping investor sentiment and stock performance. Analysts suggest that successful implementation and positive consumer response to the robotaxi initiative could play a significant role in reversing the current downward trend in Tesla's stock. In conclusion, while Tesla's stock is enjoying a moment of resurgence, the road ahead will demand careful navigation through competitive and market challenges. Investors will be closely watching not only the company's robotaxi developments but also any further news from trade negotiations that could impact the automotive sector. As Tesla continues to innovate and adapt in a rapidly evolving market, its ability to maintain investor confidence will be crucial for its future success. As anticipation builds among space enthusiasts and the general public alike, SpaceX is set to launch 26 Starlink satellites aboard its Falcon 9 rocket from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. The launch, originally scheduled for May 3, was postponed multiple times but is now targeted for May 9 at 5:03 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:03 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 0003 UTC. This mission, dubbed Starlink 15-3, marks the first Falcon 9 launch from Vandenberg this month, following a series of delays that left many wondering about the reasons behind the postponements. The Falcon 9 rocket, known for its reusable technology, will utilize its first stage booster, designated B1081, for the 14th time. This booster has a storied history, having previously participated in missions including Crew 7 CRS-29 and various transporter rideshare missions. Following the satellite deployment, the booster will attempt to land on SpaceX's drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, stationed in the Pacific Ocean. Should the landing be successful, it will represent the 128th successful recovery of a booster on that vessel, contributing to SpaceX's ongoing efforts to make space travel more sustainable through reusability. The Starlink project, a constellation that aims to provide global internet coverage, has been a focal point of SpaceX's operations, with over 6,700 satellites already in orbit. As the company continues to expand its satellite network, it faces increasing competition from rivals such as Amazon, which is launching its own satellite constellation, Project Kuiper. This competitive landscape underscores the growing importance of satellite internet services, particularly as remote work and digital connectivity become ever more critical in a post-pandemic world. The excitement surrounding this evening's launch extends beyond California, with potential visibility reported in neighboring states like Arizona and Nevada. Spectators in these areas may witness the Falcon 9 streaking across the sky, a sight that brings space exploration closer to everyday life. Local viewing spots have been recommended for those hoping to catch a glimpse of the launch, including parks and mountain areas known for their clear skies. As SpaceX gears up for the launch, the company will provide live coverage on its website, allowing audiences worldwide to partake in the momentous event virtually. This approach not only enhances accessibility but also showcases SpaceX's commitment to transparency and engagement with the public. Looking ahead, SpaceX's increased launch cadence, which has been sanctioned by the Federal Aviation Administration to rise from 36 to 50 launches annually from Vandenberg, signifies a significant expansion in its operational capabilities. This growth reflects the broader trend of intensified interest and investment in space technology, as both commercial and governmental entities recognize the strategic importance of satellite networks. As the countdown to liftoff continues, the implications of this launch go beyond mere satellite deployment. It represents a pivotal moment in the evolution of global connectivity and the future of space exploration. With Elon Musk at the helm, SpaceX remains at the forefront of this exciting frontier, poised to lead the charge into a new era of space technology and innovation. The next few hours could very well mark another step forward in the quest for universal internet access and a sustainable future in space travel. In a move that has stirred considerable speculation, Elon Musk has once again altered his display name on X, formerly known as Twitter, this time adopting the intriguing moniker Gorklin Rust. This change comes closely on the heels of Musk's efforts to revamp X's recommendation algorithm and to integrate a lightweight version of his AI chatbot Grok into the platform. The new name appears to merge elements related to both his AI ventures and the Rust programming language, which is reportedly a cornerstone of XAI's technological framework. Musk's latest alteration has ignited curiosity among users who are attempting to decipher the implications of Gorklin Rust. The first component of the name Grok is a nod to the AI chatbot developed by Musk's XAI. The second part, Rust, references the programming language known for its performance and safety features, hinting at a deeper connection to the technological infrastructure behind Musk's various projects. Additionally, Gorklin Rust is also aligned with a meme coin circulating on the Solana blockchain, further intertwining Musk's online persona with cryptocurrency culture. This isn't the first instance of Musk experimenting with his online identity. Earlier this year, he switched his name to Kikius Maximus, a playful reference that captured the attention of cryptocurrency enthusiasts. The name change resulted in a surge of market activity for the associated cryptocurrency, which saw its 24-hour trading volume exceed $2.7 million shortly after Musk's announcement. Such instances illustrate Musk's unique ability to leverage his social media presence to influence market trends, a phenomenon that continues to fascinate analysts and investors alike. The timing of this latest name change is particularly notable, occurring just after Musk's announcement regarding significant upgrades to X's algorithm. The integration of Grok is expected to enhance user experience, aligning with Musk's broader ambitions in the artificial intelligence sphere. This move reflects Musk's continuous commitment to improving the platform while expanding the capabilities of his AI initiatives. In a different arena of public discourse, Musk has also found himself embroiled in a heated exchange with Bill Gates. Following accusations from Gates that Musk's leadership in the Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) has jeopardized humanitarian aid efforts, Musk responded sharply, labeling Gates a huge liar. Gates criticized the cuts made under Musk's jurisdiction, which he claims have led to critical shortages of life-saving medicines and food supplies, particularly affecting vulnerable populations. Gates emphasized the severity of the situation, expressing concerns over the resurgence of diseases like measles and HIV due to reduced funding for essential health services. His remarks underscore the potential human cost of government budget cuts, particularly in foreign aid initiatives. Musk's dismissive retorts highlight a broader ideological divide between the two billionaires regarding the role of government and philanthropy in addressing societal challenges. As Elon Musk continues to redefine his online persona while navigating complex public and political landscapes, the implications of his actions remain to be seen. The intersection of technology, social media, and humanitarian issues presents a multifaceted challenge for Musk, whose every move is scrutinized by millions. As he forges ahead with his ambitious projects both in AI and beyond, observers will undoubtedly be watching closely to see how these developments unfold in the coming months. In a groundbreaking development that blurs the lines between science fiction and reality, Neuralink has achieved a historic milestone in brain-computer interface (BCI) technology. Brad Smith, a patient diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis (ALS), has become the first nonverbal individual to edit and narrate video content using only his brain signals. This remarkable feat showcases the profound potential of Neuralink's brain implant technology to transform communication and interaction for those with severe physical disabilities. In a YouTube video released last month, Smith demonstrated his ability to manipulate video footage entirely through thought, marking a significant leap in the capabilities of BCI technology. Since his diagnosis with ALS, a condition that progressively impairs muscle control, Smith has lost the ability to speak and move. Prior to receiving the Neuralink implant, he relied on eye gaze technology, which offered limited functionality, primarily allowing him to control the lighting in his home. "I've lost so much, but it's nice to finally have a purpose greater than me," Smith expressed in a heartfelt statement to journalist Ashley Vance, who chronicled his journey. "I hope this work helps others in the future." Smith is the third person globally to receive a Neuralink implant and the first with ALS. The device, roughly the size of 5 stacked quarters and embedded with over 1,000 electrodes, was placed in his motor cortex where it interprets neural signals related to movement intentions. Smith explained that he navigates a computer interface by imagining movements of his tongue and jaw, essentially translating these thoughts into cursor movements on the screen. This innovative approach allowed him not only to edit his videos but also to narrate them using an AI-generated voice that mimics his own constructed from previous recordings. "It took years to get here. Sometimes I still cry. But I feel like I finally have a purpose greater than me," he said during the video. Neuralink, founded by Elon Musk, has been at the forefront of developing BCI technologies that enable direct communication between the brain and computers. Musk previously confirmed the progress of the trials, stating on social media that "We've got 3 humans with Neuralinks implanted and they're all working well." The company, which has faced scrutiny over its animal testing practices, has also seen successes with other patients. Nolan Arbaugh, a quadriplegic who received the first human chip implant in January 2024, reported that the technology had restored a significant degree of independence and interaction with his environment. While the implications of Smith's achievements are profound, the journey has not been without challenges. For instance, Arbaugh experienced medical complications that required adjustments to the implant's algorithm. However, the potential benefits of such technology extend far beyond individual cases, hinting at a future where BCI could facilitate communication for millions of individuals with disabilities. As Neuralink pushes forward with its trials, the implications of its technology could redefine the boundaries of human interaction and communication. In a recent exchange on social media, Musk responded succinctly to Apple executive Eddie Q's prediction that AI could render smartphones obsolete in 10 years with a single word: Neuralink. This response underscores Musk's vision for a future where brain-computer interfaces might replace handheld devices, fundamentally altering how we connect with technology and each other. Smith's journey and achievements serve as a beacon of hope for those grappling with similar disabilities, offering a glimpse into a future where technology empowers individuals to reclaim their voices and agency. As Neuralink continues its pioneering work in BCI, the world watches closely, anticipating a future where the boundaries of human capability may be redefined once again.